Thank you for joining us on a Friday afternoon. I, 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏, Marketing Manager at 𝗬𝗶𝗀, would like to welcome you all to today's session. For years, we have talked about automation as a way to follow rules. But today, we are moving into an era of agentic. Yes, it is.
So thanks, Monica. Thanks, first of all, and really sorry, all the delegates for this technical glitch. First of all, good evening. Very, thanks for joining and taking, your time out for this joining the webinar. Myself, 𝗬𝗏 I takes care of a business team lead here, and TAG takes care of a regional, Western region business at the hosting services. I next, around 10 minutes, I will talk about, as an organization, our capabilities, what we do as a technical organization, what is our capabilities, which are the areas where we work with our end customers, and after that, I think so. Today's topic is very interesting topic, which is the rise of agentic AI, and we have very good speaker, who's our one of the very prominent developer, Vivekanand. He's going to take you all through the the rise of how agentic AI is going to help us. So this is a basically, I would like to say, as an organization, pan India presence currently, where we works with a 26 years of the organization legacy works with 40,000 plus domain managed, 100 plus cloud certifications, 200 plus live workloads, 10,000 plus managed cloud resources, 8,000 plus protected endpoints, 83 plus team, pan India presence. This is basically, these numbers itself shows how strong we as a technology organization working from last 25 plus years. When we said pan India presence, we have our own offices in Mumbai, Pune. We operate from Delhi and Bangalore and Chennai and Hyderabad. Then we have our own office, as an entity registered in Delaware, USA, and that's how the where the organization looking their the global journey very soon, towards global expansion. And I think so. This year is very important for us as a we marked us as a 2026 is a year of the organizational growth across the globe, and then we are moving towards in that direction very well. This is a the journey how organization started in early days of IT transformation in 1999. From 1999 till 2026, how this journey talks about so it's a very hard journey, I would like to say. Earlier days started with a small digital ad online portal servicing, hosting of domain services, starting the early one of the we are one of the known pioneer earlier, the AWS prominent partner, from 2015. We launched as a cloud.in as a brand in 2016. Then we, during this entire journey, we got many competencies, technical expertise we got developed across when we works with our end customer projects, lot of service deliveries capabilities, and these all basically this entire capabilities and achievements talks about our in-house capability, technical capabilities. Yes, it's a very last year was another prominent year for us where we got the GenAI competency, SMB competency. So these are all competency basically gives us the strength to work into this particular segment, particular technical core domain areas. This is a I would like to say another proud moment for us where we have many competencies like AWS competencies, partner program. We are recognized as a managed services provider partner in AWS ecosystem. So this is now might be you all have a question, right? What as a partner, right? There are in partner ecosystem there are so many partners today who works with AWS with a lot of OEMs. So what is the need of partner, right? So partner is basically who really works with the customer to make value add into it, right? So in terms of I would like to say the consultation, whether it's a solution building, it's some of the areas where customer required the prominent deliveries, project management, cloud governance, FinOps, automation building. I would like to say then the application modernization, some level application new application stack development, building a GenAI capabilities, building a GenAI competencies and GenAI automation sectors. So this is where exactly what the differentiated cup between the partners, which are the different partners are in the market, what the different competencies they carry, what the different technical expertise they carry. And I think so this is the charter I would like to proudly say, where cloud.in stands as a technology organization. We have a maximum competencies in AWS ecosystem, competency from GenAI to migration modernization, education service, Microsoft workloads, advanced tier partnership, solution provider, well architect review partner. So these are all competencies talks about our technical capabilities. Yeah, these are the other competencies where AWS services validations has already been recognized, and we work with our end customer on this area. So our role is comes between any specific journey when you like to start in the cloud ecosystem. Yeah, any digital transformation projects where you are looking at, we basically works with our end customer on the consultation, basically understanding. Very important is what is the business need today, right? Because every problem start there, and problems I would like to say ends there only. Today, what are the challenges businesses are facing? What are the productivity we can build up? What are the business enhancement system we can build across the ecosystem? And I think so by understanding, we do a lot of consultation on it. We prepare a solution for the customer. We do a lot of comparison with the available market technology stacks. We discuss in detail about how this solution is going to scale up, how this solution will be agile, how this solution is with auto scaling. All these factors we discuss with the end customer. Then we build up an entire project plan for the customer. We help the customer for the end-to-end delivery of the cloud ecosystem, all the services. We help the customer to build up entire training model for them, for their team. That's another very big area where we have a good expertise team who build up a training capabilities. We manage this entire infrastructure for the customer in our 24/7 NOC and SOC. I think so this is one of the the prominent practices and services we built throughout the last 25 years time. We have a 100 plus team pan India presence, and I think so that's makes more prominent into the market for us. These are some service validation. We have web delivery service validation, control tower, cloud front delivery, Lambda delivery, API gateway delivery. So these are all I would like to say the technical capabilities which we carry in house. Our tech partnerships, right? This is very important when we work with infrastructure layer. That's more important how on the infrastructure, what kind of the security services we build, what kind of the backup and protections we build, what kind of the observability platforms we can work with you for your own infrastructure, data streaming. So these are all not only specifically infrastructure OEM partnership, but then these are all industry verticals where we work with a very prominent OEMs like Palo Alto, Trend-I, then 𝗂𝗏, Commvault, and these are all our very I would like to say strong MSP partnership kind of models where we work with gold level partnership. We work very proudly to say that we are very prominently available across the domains today. If you see this charter, it talks about industry vertical where we serve. We serve into the media industry. We serve, e-commerce, information technology means IT sectors, public sector, automobile, EdTech, FMCG, financial services, pharma, healthcare, manufacturing, even non-profit organizations also. And another area which we work very closely, that's a startup. I think so. Majorly, we cover most of the industry because we have around 250 plus customer. From these all 250 plus, around 150 plus customer we manage in our 24/7 NOC and SOC services. So we it's a long journey where we build up majority every segment customer today we are serving, and this is a very good to say and proudly to say us. This is something I would like to take another minute to take you through. Use cases we cater basically, right, which I have been talking throughout the discussion. We work with entire cloud ecosystem with a cloud infrastructure migration, then multi-cloud migration, well-architect review, serverless deployment, CDN and edge security, containerized deployment, cost optimization, which is one of the important area of FinOps, disaster recovery and business continuity. So building a DR proposition and backups and other services proposition, GenAI based solution, live streaming and VODs, interactive dashboards, basically analytics to building analytics across your platform, infrastructure management, AI ML content modernization, media workloads, resource augmentation, and as I said, you right, which we discuss about 24/7 knock and SOC. I think so. That's very important, and the security. These are the two prominent areas where we work very closely. Now, during this, last 10 years, the market trends and the growth in happening and the changes in the technology, we understood, and when we work with our end customer very closely, we have developed a couple of our own IPs. And these IPs, I would like to say, first of all, thanks to our customer who only help us to build up these IPs. This basically the objective and the motivation behind this building this IPs was our customer only. So 𝗬𝗏 is basically the product which we build up, and I would like to say that's a really prominently a great job by our development team who has worked very closely with customers and processes and understanding challenges and coming with the very fine-tuned products. So 𝗬𝗏 is a very one of the prominent product which gives a infinite control and zero chaos, a secure cloud governance and configuration control platform. Okay, in the media industry, I would like to say in the content industry, this is one of the prominent product which help a lot of media industry segment customer to roll back, whichever the features is not available today in the, the services delivery, it has been helped through the 𝗬𝗏. We have developed a Rudra Sentinel as a product, which is I would like to say SIEM tool, specifically for the security as a services. When we were working with the SOC as a services for a lot of customer, what are the challenges today customer are facing? The geographical basic mapping, threat detections, then audit and compliances reporting. And I think so that's the entire this platform, where security teams monitor system, detect threats, fix vulnerability quickly, and give all the audit and compliance reporting. This is the entire product where we build up. Very good. I would like to say thanks to our GenAI team and development team who has worked day and day out to develop one of the smart platform for creating, managing, and securing assessment. Today every domain, every function do a lot of assessment, lot of workflows areas. And I think so 𝗲𝗏.ai is the product which helps, and this platform is basically designed such a way completely on a AI platform, managing the complete AI driven assessment. Then we have many customers who always comes us and talks about multi-cloud billing management and FinOps. And I think so the Freedom is the platform which we develop for specifically that requirement. This is a very in-house capabilities we build up, which is a 24/7 managed services, which helps our customer basically managing their uptime, then security incidences, availability across workloads, SLA adherence, reductions in manual checks. So a lot of automations will be built throughout that. Then issue detection and resolution, cost optimization, which is one of the prominently today growing customers are looking the focus area. So these are the very niche area where we work with our end customer for managing their infrastructure across their workloads. Thanks first of all for me to giving me this opportunity and talking to you all. It's very pleasure to been presenting you all here and with this session. Only lastly, I will have to say, as a AWS advanced consulting partner and managed services competency partner, we will very happy to hear out you after this session. Come to you and meet you across to your offices, understand your requirement, and work with your IT team closely in your digital transformation journey. Thanks for this my session. Now this is a very interesting session which Vivekanand is going to take through. So I will hand over to Vivekanand, for the rise of the agentic AI discussion take forward. Thank you all. Vivekanand, over to you. Vivekanand?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Can you guys see my screen? Yes. Is my screen visible, right?
Yes, Vivekanand.
Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you, Vishal sir, for the brief insights about what we are and what we do. It was really insightful of what the capabilities we have in terms of services, innovation, and productivity. So, coming to the topic. So my name is Vivekanand Gundu. I work as a software developer in 𝗬𝗏. So I will be walking through the entire agentic AI, what is it and what it provides us. So starting with that. So today, most systems are reactive and sometimes breaks. Alert comes, team fixes, but then what happens? Damage is already done. Downtime, revenue loss, poor experience, right? This is how the entire ecosystem currently going on as the part of traditional flow in IT industries. Now imagine a system that detects, decides, and fixes issues automatically. That is nothing but an agentic AI. So this is a new buzzword for the industry nowadays, that the rise of agentic AI. So, but everyone uses agentic AI, but securing the frontier of using the cloud automation like AWS, and how can we leverage AWS services in agentic AI. I will explain and walk you through entire details of this agentic AI and how you can implement and how we can provide the agentic AI solution to your own problems. So coming to agentic AI. So what is agentic? Let's break it. What is an agent? Agent is nothing but a personalized assistant who will walk you through a specific domain and a specific area where you lack. So traditional AI responds to prompts like chatbots, any chat system. So it's rule based, like you give a prompt and you get a particular. But agents are not like that. Example, we could think of someone who walk you through the entire process life cycle from start to the end, finished product. So agentic AI goes beyond that. It can plan, decide, and act as its own. So far everyone clear? I'm hoping everyone is clear. So coming to technical parts, so it has three main parts. So coming to this part, so business challenges, like as I mentioned that every dynamics changes. So this is where the things come is every dynamic business environment need agentic flow nowadays, because to make life easy, complexity in business growth, like sometimes we don't know what we are and when we are heading to, is our business in the right direction. So inability to scale manual processes and need agility in the working environment and for the business use case. So this is where like visibility, we every person need a visibility into an agentic workflows. So as I mentioned, so agentic system like it should be stop reacting, and it should it should start preventing with agentic AI. So it should be proactive, in other words it should not be a reactive kind of a system. So shifting from responsive chat based system, like as I mentioned, detects, decides, and takes real time preventive actions. So what this means: faster responses, reduces operational overhead, dependency on manual team. So proactive issue resolution instead of reactive firefighting, improving efficiency and uptime and customer experience. So this is where the entire power is in your hand, and entire your business governance and intelligence of your entire business is into your hand, and you are totally visible. Your entire business is visible where agentic AI coming into picture. It is not just a chatbot. So agentic AI is beyond chatbot, where it prevents, protects, and grow your entire business. So before coming to industry-wise agentic impact by Cloud.in, I want to mention the three technical parts. So one is perception, decision, and action. So if I break this agentic AI into three parts, so this is how I would break it. Perception, like reading logs, matrices, events. So in the business environment, these are the major parts. So this, comes the perspection, then comes the decision, use of LLM plus your own business logic. Then comes the action, executing via APIs or automation. So this is how things get easy. This is what proves my previous slide. Faster response reduces operational overhead, proactiveness, and uptime and customers experience. So this is what every business need into their workflows. So industry wise, so where you can use agentic AI in the edtech, obviously, as you can see in the learning platform, in agentic can be used in your own system, where your productivity and skill gap analysis has been monitoring, and it's helping you to grow and optimize the reliability of the entire system. Then in the fintech, obviously you want your financial status to should be strong enough, it should be secure in the real time, and you should see you should able to monitor every detail spec of the finance. Then in the healthcare, obviously, like example, your medical report detection or your automation, system automation, smart alerts for your healthcare system, or even complying with the like acts, compliant acts, healthcare acts. Then in e-commerce, AI agent for order tracking, traffic scaling, and uptime management, which obviously boost the entire flow of your e-commerce platform. Then in retail industry, like demand predictability, we can just analyze the predictability of the stocks or any retail customers which we have in our day-to-day life. So what are the demands, what are the consumers, we can just track entirely using AI, and we can predict, and we can use different type of agentic algorithms in that, which efficiently boost speed and reduce the manual workload. So in that, Cloud.in help us to transform the industry specific operational visibility into automating the agentic workflow. So this is our expertise lies. So three reasons, like systems are too complex, multi-cloud, or let's assume multi-cloud or microservices. Then comes the user expect near zero downtime. Then then comes the manual operation are expensive. So coming to that part, how agentic AI are securing your platform. So let's assume we are using an AWS platform, where we have the IAM and access management to secure the identity and to prevent from unauthorized activity. Then comes the monitoring part. So what type of model is called, what type of inference is going through the LLM model. So it can be logged into CloudWatch with real insights and logging mechanism, which you can filter out based on the model and the user and the type of event which got triggered. Then comes the bedrock guardrails. So this is something which is game changing. So you'd not only just see what is coming in the logs, but you can see what is going inside and out of the LLM model. This is where bedrock as a service comes into picture, where it provides the guardrails for your LLM model or your agent, enforcing which enforces the automation and operates safely using an LLM model. So you don't have to worry what type of LLM response, or who is who is jailbreaking the LLM system. You just worry about the customer need and what they want. You don't have to worry about the agentic system which we already have. So we are safe that what is going inside the LLM and what is going outside the LLM. So coming to that LLM part, if I go a little bit further, we can use AWS comprehend service for what going inside the LLM, and for the out, what are the responses we want. we can use Bedrock guardrails for what's coming out of the LLM model. Then for scalable and stable foundation, we will obviously have the more benefits for scaling, low risk, and also having the more complex monitoring system to detect entire agentic workflows. So 5 types of agents every business should know. So simple reflex. So how it is work? It fixes the rules and current inputs that what we are giving to the LLM model, like email sorting, chatbots, alert, data entry. These are the applications, as you can see. Then comes the model base, how it is used. Internal model for context awareness, that I want a different decision making, and for different contexts, I want different automation. So for tracking, security, and quality checks. Then comes a goal base. So we have an action plan or roadmap to achieve using an agentic AI. So here comes the application, project planning, routing, resource allocation. Here in this area, agentic AI come into picture. Then utility base. So this is where like you're balancing the cost, speed, and the risk. So here comes the pricing, portfolio management, and forecasting of the day-to-day task. And coming to learning part, it continuously helps based on the data you provide to help for recommendation, for fraud detection, and personalization. So your own assistant at your own hand, like example, agentic AI come into picture to schedule your meetings, to handle your mails, to handle the walk you through the entire day, and to schedule and manage your entire process and day-to-day task. So this is what we offer. For each agentic AI type offer unique advantages depending on the complexity and your business environment. Then why start now? So first mover advantage. So as agentic AI is growing, so if you are the first one to automate all the things and reducing the manual effort, this is where you will be ahead of everyone else. So if you are implementing your AI in your day-to-day life, so apart from other competitors, you will be the first one who are making things simpler and engaging customer more fastly and making your business grow. Minimal efforts, so you don't have more efforts, more manual manpower, labor. Obviously human interventions are needed, but once you automate the things using AI, and once the agent is fully ready, you can just minimal efforts to every kind of task. Then comes the automation first foundation. So everything can be automated using agentic AI. You just you have to think based on the business use case, your business use case, and that is how things get ready. And as agentic AI, most people think it's very costly. No, it's not. Once you decide the system, once you build this scalable architecture, it can be reduced to very minimal cost based on your accurate uses and your accurate measures for your entire automation system, or it could be any manual work. Then AWS provides very scalable build architecture, as AWS is a leading cloud platform where you can also train, build, deploy your LLM models. It can be done. Your own models can be integrated in AWS ecosystem. Then speed and efficiency. It's so AWS provide multi-inference support, multi-model architecture, where you not only work with one model, but there are different kind of models can be used for reasoning, for task management, for automation, for predictive workload, for any kind of things. So speed and agility, it can be promisable due to AWS. So this is how you can empower your business with cloud.in using AWS native services, as our team has entirely AI based agentic solutions in place. So just I want to showcase the architecture level. So what the things can be done, like a typical system would have input like CloudWatch or events. Then comes the brain, is nothing but Bedrock guardrails. Then comes the control, is nothing but IAM and guardrails. As I mentioned, Bedrock guardrails. Then comes the action. If you have own custom APIs into your system already, you have your own system ready, but you want to automate using agentic AI, you have your own APIs, and Lambda can be used to integrate into the LLM model and create an agentic AI. Then comes the storage part. You can store your history and the context you provide. So event, decision, action, and feedback. This is how you will create the entire ecosystem. So what business impact you will get? Less downtime, lower cost, faster issue resolution, and better customer experience. So it's around 40 to 60 fewer incidents rather than comparing with traditional workflows. Yeah, 2x faster response. Last slide. So as I mentioned, 2x faster responses you can get using entire AI agentic workflows. So coming to the ending part, so we are now moving from reactive to proactiveness, preventing from manual to autonomous. Agentic AI is not future; it's already happening. People might think it's in future. No, it's already, people are started implementing in their day-to-day workload, day-to-day resources, and automating their tasks. The real question is how fast you can adapt it. So AI is no longer just assisting your teams, it's starting to run operations with them. So this is the whole talk about agentic AI. I would like to share my screen and showcase you AWS Bedrock, a short brief about AWS Bedrock, so you can just walk you through and see our expertise of how we can build. So what is AWS Bedrock? So it is fully managed AWS service that provides secure API-driven access to high-performance foundation model foundation model by AI Meta, Mistral, and Amazon. So it's allowed developers to build, customize, and generative AI application. Apart from that, it also provides AWS SageMaker. So lots of foundation model which is available in AWS ecosystem. Different type of providers like Anthropic, Claude, Google, Meta, and other type of text, images, and different kind of reasoning models are available. Then there is a playground you can walk you through with selecting a model. Then there is different type of inference and communicating with the LLM model. Then comes the fine tuning of the own LLM model with your own data. Then comes the agentic AI part. You can create a different agent for different purpose with versioning and deployment strategy in the AWS ecosystem. So we have all the expertise in the current field, which it can be integrated in every place. So coming to AWS SageMaker part. So what is AWS SageMaker? Let me share my screen here. So coming to AWS SageMaker is a fully managed service that allows you to developer and data scientists to build, train, and deploy machine learning models quickly at scale. So these are the slides which I want to showcase. These are the services which I want to showcase that in end days, like at the agentic AI is growing. So we have to adopt it. We have to pick one use case and start automating the things. So as I've mentioned, AI is no longer just assisting your teams. It's starting to run operations with them. So the real question, how fast you can adopt it? And as I mentioned previously, agentic AI is not future, it's already happening. So this was my all talk about. So if you have any question, feel free to ask.